So what do you do when your client responds to a question with, I don't know, I can't answer that question? Now, full disclosure here, I used to freak out a little bit when this started happening to me, but now I found a very easy, simple way. It's actually quite natural and so obvious when you come to think about it. And this is what I do. I had a client yesterday, and once we got rid of kind of the conscious fluff and we started getting into building UMs, there were quite a few questions that I asked where the client responded, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. So this is what I did. I don't know, Paul. I don't know how to answer that question. How does that feel when you don't know the answer to a question? Paul, I don't know the answer to that question. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you're hearing this a lot, but I don't know the answer. Right. Okay. Let me ask you again in a different way. Is that okay? Sure. Paul, I don't know. I just don't know. Neither do I. Let's try a different approach. Paul, I'm sorry, mate. I don't know the answer to that question. That's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Paul, I don't know the answer to this question. I'm really sorry. I just don't know. What specific part of the question don't you know the answer to? And then the client carries on from there. I don't know. I really don't know. That's okay. What about this? And then I ask another question. Paul, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Hmm. And I'll sit there in silence for a few seconds, and then I'll ask the same question again. Paul, I don't know the answer to that question. My mind's a blank. Blank, completely. And then the client responds either by laughing or by giving a response, and then I carry on from there. So in essence, when a client says, I don't know, it's just another simple part of the process, the question answering, the focus, the creating UMs, expanding UMs and spotting UMs, all that kind of good stuff. Don't get hung up on, I don't know. It's just another comment from the client. It's just another belief, conclusion. Also, this kind of came to me a while back. When they say, I don't know, perhaps it means I do know, but I'm not ready to tell you yet. Or I do know, but it just seems so ridiculous that I'm a bit, embarrassed about sharing it with you at the moment. Or, yeah, I do know, but it's too painful for me to talk to you about right now. So in the future, when your next client says, I don't know, in response to a question from you, don't freak out. There's no need. Just treat it as any other response you get from a client and go from there.